Hey guys, well, this is an interesting reading. I've already done a reading, a Tell Me Anything reading that's due to go up tomorrow on Thursday, um, which had this element of kind of female empowerment, but this is taking it to a whole different level. So this is kind of like the prequel to the reading that's going to go up tomorrow, which, what did I call it? The Event Horizon reading. This is the Queen's reading, the Empress's reading. It is somebody who is absolutely over it, taking back the power. Like, the person I can rely on is myself. It all started with this feeling of like, I was getting like glass ceiling type stuff, almost like trying to break through this glass ceiling, but it's almost coming from, it can be a woman or a man, by the way, because I was originally picking up on a masculine energy. So don't worry too much about the gender. I am going to talk about queens, but it could be a man as well. I'm not sure. But it came with this feeling of like somebody trying to break through a glass ceiling. It's like they'd done a lot of inner work. They'd done a lot of this ascension, this shadow work, processing their emotions, and they got to a point where, you know, they've been climbing this ladder of almost like soul evolution, and they got to this point where it was like, there's a barrier. I can't break through this. I can't get through this last barrier. And the feeling was, it was like, I felt like I was sinking down into almost like a depression or a like a catatonic state where it just felt like it was getting too hard. It was getting too hard to keep pushing up. And this feeling of like, well, what am I doing this for? Is it worth it? I can't seem to get over this last hurdle. So there was this feeling of like, I can't get through the ceiling. Can you see, if you imagine that this person is like drowning almost, it's like they're going to run out of air. They're going to run out of air if they don't get through that surface. So it's like this feeling of like almost about to give up, almost about to just sink into despair, depression, hopelessness. But then something happens. Something happens, and it's like, do you know what? It's like she's waiting for these people to notice her. She's waiting for these people to help, or, you know, this is where she's trying to get to, and she just can't break through. So it's this feeling of like, I'm not waiting for these people anymore. I can't get through this way, so I'm going to take a different route. And it comes through as like, it's very Libra energy. Now, I am Libra, so I don't know if that's just the way I'm processing it, but it's like this sudden realization then with this tower of like, why is it not? There we go. Sudden realization with this tower of, I'm going to drown here. I'm going to drown here. I can't stand here treading water anymore, waiting for other people. I'm done. I'm done. I'm completely done in this situation. I'm going to swim in a different direction. I'm just going to go elsewhere. I'm going to go, is how it feels. And then it comes through as like, as soon as that decision's made to go, like, done, out, no more, then it's like that glass ceiling breaks. And it's a metaphorical glass ceiling, and it's like this phoenix energy then. It's like that kind of like, I'm out, over it, I'm going to go a different route, I'm going to do my own thing, I'm going to put myself first, comes into this phoenix energy. So just don't know why it's not adjusting very well today. So it's like, it feels very much like leveling up, but it comes with this darkness. And the darkness is almost, I feel like somebody was very sweet and innocent. We've got like this lamb here, we've got this page of cups. There's this innocence where it's like almost like, I just want to join this group. I'm trying to show people how, you know, that I love them. I'm trying to do something. It's coming from almost like a naive, sweet place. And then we've got this kind of Thanatos, which is actually the death card in this deck. The ending is like, the ending is an innocence. The ending is trying to approach things in a sweet way, in a childlike or a immature way. It's the end to this, and it's a new self emerges as this empress. this phoenix. But it comes with this level of darkness. You can see the crossover from this light card, this is the Page of Cups, into this dark card, which is the Page of Swords. So it's almost like this very warm, nurturing, loving energy. Didn't get this person through that glass ceiling, so this is much colder, taking action. It actually ends with this Ice Queen here. I'm not sure if it's the Ice Queen or Ice King. I'm reading it again as Queens, but you can take it as it resonates. So yeah, it's a complete, again, this is why I'm saying it's Libran energy. It's a complete withdrawal of emotion, a complete taking back of that very sweet nature, that giving nature, supportive nature, wanting to love people, wanting to nurture. And then it's this, yeah, realization, and then it's this taking back, completely taken back, completely cold, completely logical, completely cutting things out. You know, the ice castle has been built. If you think of Elsa, building that ice castle, this is what is happening here. And this is why, again, I'm saying it's probably Libran energy. I'll run through the energies that I've actually got here. You've got Pisces, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, I would say, Libra. If this is the king, it's Aquarius. But I'm getting strong Libra energy, Scorpio. So Leo there with the strength card. Leo. So yeah, I've got quite a few different signs. It doesn't have to be any particular sign. It's just this energy that I'm picking up on. So it's a lot of divine feminine energy here with the Empress card, the Queen card, the Mother card, the High Priestess card. This is like, yeah, that person is bursting through that glass ceiling, and they're it really feels like ascension. If it really feels like, you know, if you were stuck in a computer game and it was like a puzzle and you just couldn't get to that next level in the computer game, it was like you're just stuck on this level, and it's all like all of a sudden you realise what you have to do. You have to be very, very logical. You realise what you have to do, and then that's it, you're on to the next level then. This is how it feels. They're giving me, this is how it feels to be lonely. This is how it feels to be small. This is how it feels when the world means nothing at all, which I think is this original energy here. Why am I not being noticed? Why is nothing I'm doing working? This realization, this change of direction, and then it's like, boom, you're the Empress, boom, you're the Queen. You're the, you know, ugh. So I'm going to kind of run through the cards one by one. It's funny, sorry, that's one of the songs. I just quoted one of the songs that's come through for you. Yeah, I'll be back in a sec. So some of the songs that aren't particularly tied to any cards, but that were kind of playing and kind of seemed significant to this reading. The first one was So Good by J-Lo. I'm so good over you. It's like I'm walking away. I'm done. Like it feels like I'm over it, right? The next one was Let Me Entertain You by Robbie Williams. So I was getting with this song, I was kind of getting this imagery of like women who, you know, some people might say it's like they're going off the rails, they're attention seeking. So I was getting examples like Britney Spears when she shaved her head. It's like, oh, she's gone mad, she's shaved her head, oh no, quick, we need men to come in and look after her. But if you look at Britney Spears at the moment, there's a lot of controversy about actually people like her father, lawyers, all controlling her and controlling her money. So it's almost like this is her shaving her head and doing something dramatic. Feels like it's connected to this Phoenix energy of like, oh, you think I'm going to be this little, sorry, I'm going to say little mouse. And again, it connects to that reading. The reading that's going up tomorrow, and I don't really mention this in the reading, but the Event Horizon reading, one of the cards in this position here is the mouse card, and it actually came out in the reverse. Now I put it upright in the reading, and I didn't mention that it came out in the reverse, but it did, and that gives me sleeper, not sleeper, garbage. You thought I was a little girl. This is how it feels. You thought I was a little girl. You thought I was a little mouse. Now I'm here taking you by surprise, and I'm here burning down your house. This is how it feels. This is how it feels. I'm saying it again. So, yeah, that kind of Britney Spears, or even Miley Cyrus, right? They talk about these kind of people who are kind of like these child stars, you know, Drew Barrymore, Miley Cyrus, especially people connected to Disney. It's like there's a bit, I don't know if it's a bit of a conspiracy theory, but they say that these young girls who are all squeaky clean and innocent as they're attached to Disney, they get to a certain age where they kind of want to break out of the Disney contracts and kind of do their own thing. But the only way to break out of the Disney contract is by doing something that Disney wants to completely disassociate with. So it's like Miley wanting to break out of a Disney contract, goes riding around on that on that, what is it, a wrecking ball, and Disney's like, whoa, distance yourself, cut the contracts, go. So I mean, I think it's a conspiracy theory, but it's that kind of energy that I'm getting, where it's like, oh, you think I'm sweet and innocent, do you? Well, I can't wait to tell you what song came out for this. Another example is, and I watched this movie recently, but they're giving me Selena Kyle from the Batman Returns movie. So she's, at the beginning, she's kind of like this little fussy secretary. She's really nervous. She tries to kind of speak up in this board meeting and is absolutely shut down. So she, again, is like hitting that glass ceiling where it's like, I can't get promoted here. I don't feel like my skill set, she's very intelligent, is being used properly. So it takes this shock to this tower moment for her to turn into almost like this dark side version of herself. So I'm getting this kind of like dark side version of somebody where it's not like devil and God energy. It's like, I'm going to explain it as shadow side empowerment. Is the best way of putting it. Really tapping in to that, the power that is part of that shadow energy. And again, it's yang energy. It's not, everybody has both sides within them. But yeah, you've got this light and dark business going on. Interesting that I think Gemini's reading's going up today, and they actually did have this hyena card. I think I talk about Batman in their reading actually, so it could be Gemini here that we're dealing with. The light and dark side, like both aspects of the self. Interesting, one of the songs came through that was talking about this as well, but I'll run through. So good over you. Let me entertain you. It's almost like bursting through. Let me entertain you. Let me do something unexpected. You're all going to like criticize me, but I don't know. You also got The Fear by Lily Allen. I'll take my clothes off and that's how you get famous. It's kind of logical and quite jaded. What else? Bend me, shape me any way that you want me. As long as you love me, baby, that's all right. I feel, again, this is connected to this energy. Bend me, shape me any way you want me. It's very passive. Then the next song was Morning After Dark. Now, this isn't a song I was familiar with, and it had interesting lyrics. So let me just pull these up. Morning After Dark by Timberland. Nelly Furtado and another singer who I can't remember the name of, and I haven't wrote it down properly, so I'll get that for you. I don't know if there's almost like this anticipation of a tower moment happening with the tower there and with this song. Again, with Event Horizon, it's like it's on the horizon, it's coming. I'll be the same when it all goes up. Sorry, it's Nelly Furtado, So Shy, and Timberland. I'll be the same when it all goes up. I'll be the same when it all goes down. So this is the tower, right? Not the first one, open it up. I'll be the last one closing it out. I don't know if I'll give you a shot yet. Little mama, I'm peeping your style. Do I think you're dope enough? Yep. One way of finding out. The way you came at me, don't care, not afraid, like I'm wild. Really want it all head to toe. Question, is she going to let it out? Anyway, the hourglass go. I don't worry anyhow. Why don't we see where it'll go? Let's figure it out. It's like, I don't think this is good enough. I think this is like, what, you think... It's almost like, what, you think I'm an option? This is the response. This is like this sudden realization of like, I'm breaking through here. Like, maybe the softly approach hasn't worked, and it's like, what, you think I'm an option? You think I'm a choice? Oh, hell no. Like, it's something's changed. The energy's changed. When the cats come out, the bats come out to play. Yeah, like, I can't believe it. It's a Batman reference, more or less, like cats and bats. Catwoman and Batman. The dawn is here, be gone, be on your way. When the cats come out, the bats come out to play. I got a little secret for you. I never sleep when it comes the night, but every time I snap my fingers, I switch back into the light. My moon belongs to you. Like, it's this energy, right? I think you're dealing with somebody like this and you're like, well, no. Or maybe this is your energy. I don't know. It's somebody's energy. I switch back into the light. My moon belongs to your sun. Now, that's a really interesting line. That definitely ties in with that event horizon reading. Your fire is burning my mind. Is it love or is it lust? Something I just can't describe. And I think lust isn't good enough for this person. This person's like, they came at this with love and it didn't work. So it's like, right, well, if I'm coming at you with love and it's not working, then maybe I'm going to use the lust approach and we'll see what happens then. Not that this, I don't think this person's doing the lusting, but it's like, look, you didn't accept my love, so it's like, it feels like I'm going to show you what you're missing out on, is how it feels. Making someone realize, it's like breakup energy, or like walking away from a relationship. You know, when people go and get the hair cut and they get dressed up and they're like, look what you could have won. Like, I'm over you. I'm not interested. I'm going to walk away looking fantastic. And you're going to be left there thinking, that's slipped through my fingers. Is the way it's coming through for me. I need some REM, but I don't like sleeping alone. So come and pick me up as soon as you put down the phone. I want to get into trouble. Later, you'll carry me home. I want to go undercover. I just want to rattle your bones. So I think you've actually worked out that somebody's a player. Somebody's a player. And I don't know if you're playing them at their own game, possibly. It's like, you've taught me how to be in this more ruthless energy. It feels like the Maiden Mother Crone connection. There's a Maiden card in here. It talks about princesses getting lost in the woods and losing the innocence. I feel like somebody's lost innocence here in this situation. It can literally be like somebody's been taken advantage and they've got pregnant in this situation. Pregnancy card, a few pregnancy indicators here in this reading. Maybe somebody got pregnant with the vessel. Again, the body, the container can indicate pregnancy. Yeah, but it's like this person skipped stages. They went from the princess. Yeah, it's like somebody's gone from the princess to the queen. It's like, well, I have to step up now. I've got a kingdom to run. I can't be messing around, running around the forest anymore. I've got to run this kingdom. It's how it feels. So, yeah, Thanatos, endings, death. You notice as well as spiderweb, which is very significant. It's a key theme. Oh, no, let me talk about this queen card then first. Oh, look at that, Anemia Monday. This is like the self. This is the universe within you. This is not needing anyone else, and the recognition that you are everything that you need. So we've got this strength card, right? The mirror. The Emperor is under there as well. Interesting. Could definitely be twin flame or false flame. It could be false flame, because somebody's out. Somebody is out. Spiderweb here. So yeah, somebody's recognized the worth there, I think, with that crow and the cosmic egg. Somebody's recognized the power within themselves. Somebody is not messing around, not waiting around anymore. So you've got this queen card. I'm going to read this to you. Okay, so this is the header for the reading. This is what it's all about, I think, for me. Notice the snake, a reoccurring theme. This is about, to me, feminine sexual energy. You know, the thing that has been called temptation by the patriarchy for a long time, but actually is... it's interesting. You're getting all this like goddess of the moon energy, divine feminine energy. Again, go and watch that Event Horizon reading when it goes up tomorrow, because this is like the prequel to it, I think. The Empress, the Mother Queen, the Sovereign. Like her counterpart, the King, the Queen has a dualistic nature. Dualistic nature again, right? Either she presides over her realm with grace and eloquence that comes from the heavens to uplift the spirit of others, or she falls into petty, contemptuous moods, casting a shadow across the land. If the king is the ego, the queen is the expression of that ego in the world. She is the lotus bloom, the dancer's bow, the moon's radiant reflection. When the queen is seated in her rightful and righteous place, she is patient and forgiving. This is it, isn't it? She waits for the grace of God and Goddess to move through her, striving and grasping for nothing. To be the benevolent leader, to embody the queen, is to settle into a deep trust, resolve and power. The royal queen fears nothing, for divinity itself cradles her heart. There you go. Somebody has tapped into that divinity within. Somebody's like, I'm done trying to impress these other people. I'm done trying to crack through this glass ceiling. You know, if they don't recognise my worth, I'm going. I am putting myself first. It's absolutely, it's like I am the centre of my own universe. I am my own gravitational pull is how it's coming through. So it's saying when the queen is seated in her rightful place, somebody has been keeping the queen out of her rightful place. So it's like, so it says like when she rules, like she should be in a throne, the empress. But you can see here the high priestess, divine feminine energy all over it. These two cards together. This is a goddess on earth, and the ability to connect with the heavens, the upper selves, the higher realm. You know, what is above is below, kind of thing. So yeah, this is wisdom, very empowered energy, very intuitive, very expansive, creative. If somebody has missed this, if somebody didn't recognize that this was right there, it's like this was right there under their nose, they're about to recognize what they're missing out on. Because this person, she's often mute as well. She lets things flow to her. She doesn't always speak out. You know, it's receptive feminine energy, but don't try and keep this queen off her throne. Yeah, so that Page of Cups out, Lamb out, ended. So you can see here that this person has not recognized what is there. This is the person who's not recognizing what's being on offer here. So you can see here he's like, this person, too busy, why isn't it? There we go. Too busy crying over spilt milk, not understanding what's right there in front of them, basically, or right next to them, right behind them. All they have to do is turn around. And here's the Empress. This is representing the Empress. The reason why it's representing the Empress, and I'll go into this more in a minute. I've got it in my notes. And then here's this Two of Cups, which is like, it's like, I'm perfect for you. I'm the queen to your king, and you're not recognizing this. So there's this, you can see how the wands here are facing the high priestess. This is taking back power, taking back the action, taking back the communication. I feel like this page, in this page energy, has been trying to communicate, trying to get this person to turn around and notice them, but they're just not. So it's like, okay, well, I'm rescinding, right? I'm taking back my offer. I'm returning my power to myself, is how it's coming through. I love this reading so much. Yeah, oh, absolutely, taking back power. So let me just quickly check my notes. Yeah, I think I saw 11s all over the place this morning. I kind of rewatched a little bit of that Event Horizon reading on YouTube. It's a private video at the moment. And down the side, there were 3 music videos. One of them was the Nelly Furtado and Timberland video. And they were all dated 11 years ago. So there was 11, 11, 11 there, all in a row. And then when I started the reading, when I started to pull cards, it was 11:11. I didn't realise. My son actually told me, it was like, haha, it's 11:11. He was doing his Google Classroom in the room. So yeah, either twin flame or false flame, I'm not quite sure. But the whole thing about the twin flame is that you have to recognise your own power and not chase, right? So it really feels like levelling up. Oh, Daenerys I've got as well. Daenerys, she's this victim of circumstance, but then she finds her own power. She gets into this very strong Empress energy. So the song you've got for this is... Oh, sorry, it's gone blurry again. The song you've got for this is, this section here, is You Should See Me in a Crown by Billie Eilish. I couldn't believe it because I'm randomising the songs. A couple of them, I'm like, this one over here that I got for a card on this side, which I'll show you in a minute, blew my mind. I was like, that couldn't have been a better song. There's something to this, guys, I'm telling you. So You Should See Me in a Crown by Billie Eilish. Oh my goodness. All right, are you ready for this? So we're talking about this queen, right? Bite my tongue, bide my time, wearing a warning sign. Wait till the world is mine. Visions I vandalize, cold in my kingdom size. Cold kingdom, right? Fell for these ocean eyes. Somebody has blue eyes. Because again, it's a repeated feature of what we've got here. You should see me in a crown. I'm going to run this nothing town. Watch me make 'em bow one by one. You should see me in a crown. Your silence is my favourite sound. Yeah, I think person's been trying to offer love, trying to communicate, and then they're not getting anything back. Watch me make them bow. Again, it has that feeling of like Max Schreck, of I'm going to run this nothing down. No, his penguin says that, isn't he? I'm going to run this down like a... What does he say? Doesn't matter. I don't know. Count my cards. Hey. Watch them fall. Blood on a marble wall. I like the way they all scream. Tell me which one is worse, living or dying first. Sleeping inside a hearse. Again, remember that's going to come back. It's going to be relevant. I don't dream. You say, come over, baby. I think you're pretty. I'm okay. I'm not your baby. If you think I'm pretty, you should see me in a crown. Yeah, if someone's been underestimating you, it's like, oh, you think I'm pretty? I'm not your baby. Yeah, you think I'm pretty? I'm not your baby. Oh, I love this reading so much. Here's the crown. It's like... So there's a bit of confusion with this section. The vessel talks about the body. It can be any vessel, a cup. Maybe it's the cup of love that somebody's been trying to offer someone. I feel that here you've got this moth energy, right? The moth is like, again, it's almost phoenix energy, butterfly energy, rising in the darkness. Dark Knight Rises, I don't know, a lot of Batman stuff. But there's this switch. I think these two cards actually came out for possibly Aquarius. The reading hasn't gone up yet, but it's like Aquarius was trying to figure out, how am I going to communicate? Am I going to communicate with love? Am I going to communicate with logic? There was this whole thing in their reading. So it's interesting that these two cards have come out together here. But it's like somebody's like, love is a trap. It's almost like love is a trap. Look at, he's holding, oh, it's really driving me mad that it's not adjusting properly. This person is holding that bird. That bird is trapped, okay, by emotions. So the emotions need to be released. Here, this is communication. This is open, honest communication. And here, I think this is the communication. There's a switch. Holding back those emotions, even though the Knight of Cups is supposed to release emotions, they're holding them back. So here there is a release of emotions, but it's coming in this dark energy, this logical energy, this cold, harsh. This is the way it is. This is the facts of the situation. And again, it could be that this is causing some kind of tower moment here. It's a definite switch. It's a definite switch between... sorry, I'm just having to mess with my phone to try and get it to what's it called? I don't know. Focus. Focus. It's like I'm telling myself to focus. So yeah, this real switch from something that's sweet into something that is cold and like honest, almost brutally honest. What, you think I'm pretty? You should see me in a crown. It's interesting. But the song that came through from this, and there's no mistakes, and there's something to it. The song for this is I Love You Always Forever by Donna Lewis. I love you always forever, near and far, closer together, everywhere. I will be with you, everything. So it could be something to do with this Anna Mia Mundi, you know, God is within us energy. We have to find unconditional love for the self first, could be, because the image on that single or album, when I played it on Spotify, was a woman looking into a mirror. And again, we have a woman looking into a mirror here. We have this soulmate connection here, but the Emperor is underneath this. So it could be, if this is a twin flame connection and we have a flame here, it could be, look, you've got work to do, buddy. I've been offering you love. I've been trying to be supportive. It's not working. I've worn myself out. I'm exhausted. I'm going to sink if I continue to tread water here. So I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to go and sort myself out. You should see me in a crown because I'm going to run this town. interestingly, that Event Horizon reading, they got Future Nostalgia by Dua Lipa, which says, no matter what you do, I'm going to do it without you. I know you're not used to a female alpha. So this could be what's happening here. This kind of, it's like, I love you always and forever. That can't change. You know, that love isn't going away. I'm just cutting out, I'm just cutting the tie, or not even cutting the tie. It's like that tie cannot be broken, but I am not wasting my energy trying to fill your cup when you're here leaving mine empty. Lewd is the way I think it's coming through. It's like, look at this girl, she's there offering a cup, right? She's there trying to offer that cup of love, but then there's these other girls all singing and dancing and distracting in the background. It's like, you don't treat me as an option. I'm the queen, which I'm going to come back to here when we talk about their songs. But that I love you always forever, there's a line that says, you've got the most unbelievable blue eyes I've ever seen. So Billie Eilish is talking about ocean eyes, somebody's talking about blue eyes. Something something about the eyes. Maybe looking in the mirror, looking at all your best parts, right? Saying, I mean, she hasn't got blue eyes. I mean, she's kind of got blue eyes. Interesting colour. Looking in the mirror and saying, finding that value in yourself, saying, you know, these are all the bits I love about myself. I'm going to focus on what I love about myself, and not worry about what that other person's doing, or anyone else is doing for that matter. It's like nobody, they kept telling me nobody puts baby in the corner. Nobody holds baby under that glass ceiling. Okay, so let's keep going. Can you see all these cards just about? I may have to just shuffle everything up a little bit. Squish up, please. Squish up. So let's move to the flame. So I feel like the Tower moment lights this flame inside somebody. Now, I don't know who it's in. It could be a number of different things. The flame talks about, it's like what keeps you alive, what drives you. So I was talking about with that glass ceiling and treading water there. It's like this person was getting exhausted. They were going to sink. They were going to sink. So they had to change direction, which I feel is this Tower moment. Now, this is either a shock for the other person, that, oh my goodness, what, you were there being all loving and supportive, and now you're being like this cold ice queen. I don't understand what happened. And this recognition that of this person's worth, because this person values themselves. They're not going to be the chaser anymore. They value themselves. So there's this recognition of, oh my goodness, I am going to lose this person, which lights up the fire inside the other person. They recognize that they've got to fight for this connection. They've got to fight off competition, possibly. The Empress is very attractive. She is going to have a lot of people after her. Him, she, he, they. Take it as it resonates. It's not gender specific. I'm just talking about I'm talking about the gender of the cards, not the gender of the person, if that makes sense. So yeah, so it's like, this can indicate competition. It's treating somebody as an option, seeing that they are an option, or not allowing themselves to be treated as an option. It's like, it's either saying you've got to fight for me, or you've got to fight off the competition, something like this. There's too many people involved in this scenario. It's like that queen is like, there's one throne and I'm sitting on it, and if it's not your throne, I'm gonna go and rule my own kingdom, almost. So yeah, it's like, I need to be the only one here. I need to be the only one. And she's there saying like, look, fill up my cup. I'm here waiting for you. I'm offering you this love, and you're not taking it. And all in the meantime, I'm sat here trying to offer you love, and there's all these like all singing, all dancing, other people around. I mean, it could be on either side. So yeah, it's like, fight for me. Or it's like, even if you do fight for me, it's too late almost. I'm over it. It's, you know, they had that I'm so good over you. I don't know. I think this person, you know, the Empress is normally married. It's like, I need you to acknowledge and appreciate my value. It's like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm focusing on myself. So it's like, if this person comes at you with a lot of passion, it's not going to work. You've sensed something that's wrong. There's something wrong in this situation. It could be that this person keeps coming in to feed their own ego. They keep coming in to, to have a good time with you, and then they leave, treating you like an option, basically. So this is why I'm saying it could be a false flame. It's come out with the Swan card in reverse. There's a backpedaling here. Looking under the surface of the situation. I mean, it is two people, right, cut from the same cloth, mirror image, or just looking back at yourself doing that shadow work. There's a lot of mirroring here. And then again, the Emperor is under there from the same deck, so could definitely be twin flame. But this connection is not moving forwards at the moment. It's moving backwards. There's too much conflict. I feel also with this Phoenix energy, this fire inside the feminine energy, the divine feminine, it's like it's this feeling of, I'm not going to sink. I'm not going to tread water anymore. I'm not going to sink. I'm going to fight for, it's like I'm going to fight for survival. And then they come out like this phoenix. It's pretty amazing. It's very, very cool. And there is this sense, again, with this vulnerability of this lamb here, there is a sense of some sort of trap with this spider web. The rabbit is always like frightened. The spider web can indicate a web of lies, a trap. It also represents really hard work though, but with the rabbit card, it's like that rabbit's looking at this trap and saying, there's something wrong, there's something that's not right here. And then it comes into this stingray energy, which talks about getting all the chakras into alignment, being in balance, but also flying under the radar. So this sense of wanting to, oh, do you know what they're showing me? It's like, I don't want to set off the trap. They're showing me, I think it's actually a film with Catherine Zeta-Jones and the guy who played James Bond, the one with the Scottish one with the big beard. I can't remember his name. She's a cat burglar, and she's wearing a costume. It's a lot like Catwoman, actually. And she's going through, you know, those laser traps that they have in banks and things and in movies. I've done something similar. I did the Crystal Maze. I don't think I did it, actually. I think, no. But they had like one of those rooms where it's like strings sometimes instead of lasers, and they have bells on, and you have to kind of like pass through the lasers without touching them. You don't want to set off the alarm. So there's a thing about not wanting to trigger an alarm and wanting to fly under the radar. So again, this thing about looking for a different route, I've only just got that. I didn't pick up on that before. Either that or there's a web of lies, there's a trap, and somebody's alarm system is going off. So there's this out. It could be that somebody's realised that somebody's lying about how many people are involved in this situation, lying about their status, relationship status, something like this. Not necessarily lying, but being deceptive. Oh, I need to sneeze. Okay, so the song that you got for this section is The Last of the English Roses by Peter Doherty, which, again, I keep getting Peter Doherty songs. It's interesting that we keep getting that specific singer. Excuse me a second. She's the last of the English Roses. So I feel like somebody's recognising actually the worth of this person. They're recognising that I think they're about to miss the chance, or that they're recognising the value, because this person's recognised the value in themselves. The last of the English Roses. So interestingly enough, I got the urge to have a look at a random book, and it turned out to be She-Wolves. I can't remember who it's by, I'm sorry. It's about a British history book about British queens or British royals throughout history, sort of Edward Tudor kind of times, not Edwardian, War of the Roses, that kind of era. And one of the people was Margaret of Anjou, and she was actually a Lancastrian, which is the Red Roses. So yeah, the last of the English Roses, and this person didn't realise they had the back turned to it. Look, it's a red rose. It's a red rose. And I'm sort of seeing again all this red colour here with this Queen card. It's like it could almost be a rose in the background. So yeah, last of the English Roses. I've seen the worth finally, possibly. She knows her Winstons from her Enochs. So then if I just shuffle all this over, we're going into the 4th section here. This is the final section. So the Mother. The Hyena card in the reverse. The 3 of Swords, that's heartbreak. Queen of Swords, it could be the King, but I'm seeing it as the Queen. Maybe again, there's a gender ambiguity to this reading. The Divine Feminine does not have to be a female. The Divine Feminine is in everybody. We all have Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine within us. So just kind of keep hold of that concept as we go through. So, the Mother card. Margaret of Anjou was incredibly protective over her son. He was one of the Henrys. Don't ask me for which number, but she was kind of a political ball breaker. She protected her son and made sure that he sorry, video cut out, basically wasn't assassinated. So I'm getting, yeah, empowered female, politically savvy, no messing around, kind of strong feminine energy here. I also kind of flicked through and I got to Elizabeth I. Again, this quote keeps coming up for me. It's one of my favourite quotes. It's, I may look like it fits so well. I may look like a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and the stomach of a king, and a king of England too. Again, English roses. And I just kind of, yeah, I'm going to come back to something again. So here with that warning signal, right, that warning system, sensing that something's wrong, you've got this hyena, two-faced energy, somebody who's a scavenger. So there's this sense of something, not a liar. It's a liar. It's deceptive energy. 7 of Swords. It's Gemini energy. It doesn't have to. I'm not calling out all Geminis. It's energy, not people. Yeah, it's like, no, something's wrong. I'm not. It's like what this queen wants. What this queen wants is truth, clarity, high vibrational energy, good karma. Exactly shown as this Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords doesn't mess around. She doesn't lurk in the shadows. She sees things clearly. She communicates very clearly. She's got that sword raised, 2 swords raised. It's like, I feel like this Tower moment is like, this is how it is. And if you don't come out of the shadows and communicate with me honestly, I'm out. And it does come with this sense of heartbreak. It does come with this sense of like, this other person has absolutely hit you where it hurt, but then it's like, this is what triggered that Tower moment. This is what triggered that Phoenix energy. This is what empowered the person in the first place. This heartbreak, right? Now, unbelievably, either that or this is you going into that King, Queen of Swords energy, very cold. It's like Elsa up in that castle. Like, the cold didn't bother me anyway. I can deal with this. It's my natural environment. I'm built for this. Pulling back all that love, taking back that cup and replacing that cup with a sword. Cold, hard, logical, emotionless. Yeah, just really kind of like logical. And it doesn't mean that there's no love there. It just means that it's all shut down. It's all been taken back. It's all been shut down. And now it's yeah, just very cold and very like, this is how it is. Which could be causing heartbreak in the other person. But you've definitely sensed, it's like you've sensed a trap. You've sensed, it's like going into protection mode. It's like you pulled back that heart, that pearl, that, like, look, there's like almost like an offer here. Pulled back that pearl. It's back inside you. Because there's something wrong. Now the song, unbelievably, that came through, I asked specifically about the hyena and this 5 of Swords. The song that came through, and I swear to God, right, I'm this energy. There's no need for me to be deceptive. I'm telling you exactly as it is. It was Vlad the Impaler by Kasabian. A bit of a gory video. I don't recommend watching that if you are a little bit, if you don't like gory things. But yeah, it's like, nope, something's wrong there. Something's wrong there. I'm out. I'm done. Battle lines are drawn. So it's like, what's going on? It's like, again, this sense of returning. So if I just show you the comparison between these two, you know, she was sending out, she was communicating, she was sending out her communication, her, you know, she was dictating action. And it's like, nope, done. It's a bring it, you know, bring it back. And it's the same thing here, sending out, you know, heading out, you know, exploration, heading out of that cave. But it's like, no, bring it back, coming back. It's like realizing the calmest waters are your own waters. Yeah, it's like the best place to be is yourself, in your own energy. It's the safest place. It's where things are calmest. You know, Libra is all about equilibrium. If this, I'm getting a lot of Libra energy, doesn't have to be. They're coming away from this hermit. Now that hermit just doesn't communicate, or that hermit is very yeah, it's like no communication, hiding things. Now notice all the snakes. So snake there, snake on that staff. Again, doesn't necessarily mean anything bad, like the snake is protecting the young, right? Can I focus? There you go. Snake. Is that a crab there as well? Cancerian energy. Cancerian energy was strong in that. Cancerian energy and Capricorn energy was really strong in that event horizon reading, which again, wibbly wobbly timey-wimey, it's going to go up tomorrow on Thursday. This is Virgo energy though. So yeah, something wrong, sensing that something's wrong, returning. It is causing heartbreak, but there is this sense of protection, protecting an egg, protecting the young, protecting the vulnerable. Look at the snake. Okay, snake on this card. Yeah. And the snake is representing the feminine energy. The spider's web, I think, is representing the masculine energy. Some kind of lies, trickster, deceptive energy. So it's almost like the heartbreak has to happen. The mask has to come off. The truth has to be seen. In order for this Empress to come out of this vulnerable, immature energy, have that tower moment and come out of this like a phoenix. Very, very empowered, very much in their own energy, like Elsa. The cold never bothered me anyway. Let the storm rage on. It's like, it's cold, but it's essential at this time, is how it feels. Now, again, the reading does end with this kind of sun card. Oh, look at the sun and the moon. Unbelievable, the sun and the moon. This is a card, you'll see it again in that event horizon reading. So Cancerian energy. Got those two dogs there as well. Repeated motif there between the two readings. So make of that what you will. But yeah, sun and the moon. And you had that line... my moon belongs to your sun. My moon belongs to your son. It could be talking about a literal child, a son, because, you know, you've got all this protective mother energy. This is a boy on this card. This boy is on his way. Look at the yin yang as well. Like, yeah, look, yin yang, making a Three of Wands, making a decision. Somebody had that. I don't know if that was Capricorn as well. Somebody's made a decision. And this is what ultimately everybody wants, right? Happiness, clarity. So if there has been, look at this, deception, the moon, secrets, fears. And then the sun is like clarity, seeing things clearly, cutting the ties, having the freedom, having the expansion. So that horse is planning its escape, the boy's planning its escape, and then eventually escapes into this, the freedom of this beautiful field. So I don't know what to make of all this. Again, I feel like you need to watch both readings, because it's like, it feels like a lot of interconnected storylines, a lot of interwoven stuff. It's complicated. I'm kind of curious to see how this keeps playing out. But whoever this person is, they are strong. They're the female alpha from that event horizon reading. So I hope this was helpful to you. Oh, I know I haven't done you the last songs. So I asked about the Queen of Swords, and I got Alabo by Enrique Iglesias. Let me just get the lyrics. Again, I don't quite know how it fits in. But when I'm with you, a chain reaction, like a rush of satisfaction suddenly coming over me. Your eyes, again, third reference to eyes, telling me that you hold the key to unlock my fantasies. Baby is where I want to be. Now, again, it's cutting out those fantasies, because this can talk about fantasies. It's like, I'm not going to be your fantasy. Or like, fine, I'll be your fantasy, but, you know, if you want me for real, you have to treat me like this empress that I know that I am. Again, that's kind of like finding the key, right? Finding out the key to break out of a fantasy is what causes the tower moment, something like this. And my heart is beating so hard it's frightening. Feels like I'm hit by lightning. Every time I watch you move, you're so in tune with your body, and I can see no one else will do because I'm so into you. Alebo, you got the touch, you got the motion, just can't hold back anymore. Maybe that's what this is. You lift me up, you knock me down, you're the one that I adore. You can take care of my affliction, satisfy my addiction. You know what you have to do. When your body wants my affection, you take me in a new direction. Only when there's only you and me. And there we rise in the moment. I can feel your love all around me. Now it's time to give it all. Maybe this is what you're saying. It's time to give it all. It's all or nothing, right? I'm done. I'm done being the person to send out all the love, all the communication. You either send it back. It's time to send it back. It's like, I'm going to my kingdom now. If you want me, come and get me. Maybe. I don't know. Just look in your eyes and I'm in heaven. There's so much that I want, I go insane. Take me here, make me yours now and forever. I can take all the pleasure and the pain. I don't know. I keep wanting to call you Libra. You don't necessarily have to be. It's just this Ice Queen. It keeps coming out. And then finally, this part of the reading was Don't Look Back by Peter Doherty. Don't Look Back. So 2 Peter Doherty songs, Last of the English Roses and Don't Look Back. I think somebody else got that song, can't remember who it was. But it's interesting. So I might just get one more song to close out the reading on camera, and then we'll call it a day. I'll see what we get. On the clock it's 40% battery and 131, so it's showing us 1331 mirror numbers. Again, a lot of mirror references. We had it with this, the Emperor right under there. What's under the Emperor though? What's under the Emperor? King of Wands. Can't hold back anymore, right? But there needs to be teamwork. There needs to be teamwork. There could be a third-party situation. Emperor, it's not about your reading. It's not your reading. Get out of here. It's the Empress's reading. Okay, stop waffling. Get a song on camera. This is Pump It Up, Elvis Costello and the Attractions. I don't know if that's relevant at all or not. But let's get you a song. Sour Times by Portishead. Maybe you're just going through a sour patch. Sour Patch Kids, is that a thing? Dummy. Yeah, mute, maybe silenced. Interesting, it says silenced instead of silence. Maybe somebody's calling somebody a dummy, like dummy dum dum. I might pull up the lyrics. Do recommend that you have a bit of a nosy at the song list that comes through in the reading, because I don't read all the lyrics from all the songs, and sometimes the videos can have extra messages. Sometimes I can go and watch a video of a song after doing a reading, and I think, I can't believe how many synchronicities are in this music video. So do check out, do a little bit more investigation into that. I find it really helpful. So Sour Times by Portishead. Portishead is like Gates, Gateshead to me, portcullis. Somebody may have ran into somebody's portcullis, you know, it's like the gate's not opening up, so what are you going to do? To pretend no one can find the fallacies of a morning rose. What? Forbidden fruit, hidden eyes, again, eyes, roses, courtesies that I despise in me. Take a ride, take a shot now, 'cause nobody loves me, it's true. Not like you do. Covered by the blind belief that fantasies of sinful screens bear the facts, assume the die, and the vows, no need to lie. Enjoy, take a ride, take a shot now, because nobody loves me, it's true, not like you do. Who I am, what and why, 'cause all I have left is my memories of yesterday. Oh, these sour times, 'cause nobody loves me, it's true, not like you do. After time, the bitter taste of innocence, decent or race, scattered seas, buried lives, mysteries of our disguised revolves, circumstance will decide. I don't know. Okay, take it as it comes. I don't know, interesting reading. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoy. Do check out your star sign readings, and remember that the intuitive messages, the stuff that's kind of a little bit more not really connected to any sign, is going to come through as the Tell Me Anything random readings now. So if you do like these readings, watch out for those, not sign specific. All right, do take care. Leave me a like if you like, all that business, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.